Hi, thanks for joining me. Apologize for the delay. I actually had something else in mind and have found that, unfortunately, what I was planning on working on isn't going to work because I can't find my other set of trees. Most likely I either brought them across the street or downstairs or somewhere. Anyway, I thought it's time for me to work on a tray, a metal tray. And I know we're getting real close to Christmas. Are you caught up on what you need to do? Baking done? Shopping done? Cards done? If you're not, try not to stress. I'm lagging behind on all those right now, unfortunately. Oops. Let me get this transfer out of its packaging. This is kind of like 2-in-1. It's from the Home for the Holidays collection. And I'm going to, I notice here my I'll Be Home for Christmas wouldn't quite fit on here, and I don't think it would be appropriate for this tree anyway. I'm just going to do the Jingle all the way and add some bells and holly. And first I need to cut apart my transfer. And I'm using our new transfer scissors. Nice coordinating teal color there, but they're extra long and they're Teflon coated so that adhesive from the back of the transfers does not stick to the scissors. Actually, I should say that I haven't used them on anything but transfers, but I have. You know, like you have your set of fabric scissors and you don't use them on anything else. Probably a good idea with these, but so far so good. I haven't had any issues with them at all. They're actually great. Wonderful tool for teachers. And this is just a little metal tray. I think Better Homes and Gardens. I'm using chalk paste on here. Now I could seal it with a spray sealer when I'm done. And that will allow me to put things on it without, if it gets wet, it won't damage the chalk, it won't erase it. But I would not use it for food. I wouldn't put cookies straight on the metal. I'd always put a dish on top or doilies or something, paper doilies or something of that nature. So decisions. I was going to actually do something with my black chalk paste, and I think being that I can't find my trees, I'm skipping that. So the question is, what colors to go for on this? I think it should be cheery, so I'm easing towards the red, but I do have to admit it seems like I use the red shimmer all the time. Maybe red shimmer for the Jingle. All the way in gold, Alva in gold, way in red shimmer again. Let me get those other transfers out of the way. And then of course I'm going to need some type of green, and I suppose I will do gold and black for the bells wherever I put them. So let me get my red shimmer here. Here's my gold shimmer. Red shimmer, and maybe I'll do a bell in silver also. Here I am with the shimmers again. I just absolutely love them. And then I have garden herb for my green that would be good for my holly berries. And my garden green needs a little bit of water and to be stirred up. So let me get that moving over here. The paste is dried, so because I haven't used it in a while. Whew, that's really, really dry. This will be interesting. I might need to find another green. We'll see how this goes. Let me give it another spritz of water and let it sit for a bit. Your chalk paste can dry out if you leave the cover off, like I'm doing here with the black, and I shouldn't be. Let me get this out of the way and cover this thing up until I'm ready to use it. Or if you haven't used it in a very long time, it's wise, if you're not going to use your paste, to spritz it with a little water on top before you seal it. And actually our little water dispenser, our little sprayer, gives you just the right amount. And then you just seal it, and that sits on top of the paste until you're ready to use it again, and it keeps it nice and moist. I'm going to have to work with the screen a bit. It might take a little bit longer than I was anticipating to soften it up. Anyway, got a little fabric or something there. Okay. So, as usual, I always need to use a fuzzing cloth to make my transfer not as sticky. Here's our fuzzing cloth. There's a rougher surface, and then there's what's this called? A micro fabric side that's more for drying chalkboards, or actually drying your transfers a little more quickly. So you always want to fuzz or apply lint from your fuzzing cloth to the adhesive side of your transfer before using it. Our transfers are vinyl, the teal part, and silk screen, the white. And basically, we apply chalk paste to the transfer, pushing it through the silk screen and then onto the surface. And our transfers can be used on chalkboards, ideal for chalkboards, wood, metal, glass, basically any hard, non-porous surface. We also have inks that are great for fabric, and they then need to be heat set, or for like ceramic mugs or jars or vases or things like that, but they do need to be heat set. And I want to fuzz pretty good if I'm applying to metal or glass or mirror, because the transfer that has adhesive on the back will stick very well, and I don't want to have a difficult time peeling it off. When you apply the transfer, you want to make sure that there are no air bubbles in the silk screen. You want it nice and taut and flat so that your chalk goes through nice and evenly. Your chalk paste should always be the consistency of like yogurt or sour cream. This looks pretty good. It might be a little bit too thick. Let me add a little spritz of water, just a half a spritz. Isn't that shimmer paste beautiful? I don't know if you could see all the shine, but I just love our shimmer paste. So this is our shimmer red, and I was going to go with the gold. The shimmer gold. Looks like I'm running a little low on my shimmer gold. Too popular this season, what could I say? It is great for all sorts of different things, though. I really do love the shimmer paste. Actually, I love all the pastes. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't, I don't have my laptop, so I can't really see if anybody's commenting or anything. So I'm not ignoring you. Hello, if you're there, or if you're watching this on the replay. If you have any questions, please feel free to just post them below, and I will definitely reply. So I applied my chalk paste off of the silk screen, and then I'm pulling it across with my squeegee. Kind of got a lot on the back there. I don't know how I got that all over the back. Okay. So I'm going to apply a nice even pressure. Make sure everything goes through the silk screen. And then come back, remove excess paste, and make sure there's no lines or anything marred. Oh, I've got a nice little line. Let me get rid of that. Removing the excess. Let me catch my J down here. Whoops. Got a lot of paste on this thing. I missed the bottom of my end there. Get that? Remove the excess. And I was going to do the word way in the red shimmer also, so let me get this. Looks like I'm having a problem right there. Get that through. Okay, I think that looks good. Put the excess back in my jar. Let me switch to a little bit smaller of a squeegee for the gold. If I go off of the transfer onto my surface, it's easy cleanup with just a paper towel and water. We'll take off any excess chalk paste. I just want to make sure I don't get any red shimmer on my squeegee when I put it back in my container. I probably should just use my stir stick to pick it up, just to be sure I don't contaminate and mix colors. Sometimes you can mix colors to get your own custom color, and that's fine. You just can't put it back in the jar, because then you'll be altering the original, which you probably don't want to do. You could put it in another jar or a little foil container. Okay, I think this looks good. Now, I want to make sure I don't have any paste on my fingers. Good idea to have paper towels and water at the ready. Oh yes, my paper towels. Where did I put them? Suppose it would have been wise to open up the package, right? Let me dry my fingers and I'll lift this transfer. You want to work fairly quickly because you don't want the chalk paste to dry in the transfer. When I peel this transfer up, I will put it in a water bath to remove any excess chalk. And then I will clean it both sides with a Clorox wipe. First the front and then the back. And when I clean the back, I'm primarily removing the lint. But obviously any chalk that would be there also. Okay. So when you lift your transfer, you always lift top or bottom or left or right. Oops, look at this. Red shimmer paste all over my wrist. Nice. Okay. You never want to stretch your transfer. And if you pull it up diagonally or on the corners, by the corners, you could actually stretch it. So you don't want to do that, because it's like fabric. If you pull on the bias, you can distort it. So let me see if I can gain purchase here. And then you want to lift in like a 90-degree angle. Well, I think that looks good. That in a water bath. I might have to do something with all that. It looks awful light in the gold though. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. So where's my little bells? The bell is a two-part or two-piece transfer, and if you can see, there's little registration marks here where I will first put down the one bell and then I'll cover it with the next one later with another color. It's like a two-step process. So I need to first fuzz my transfer again. And I think I'm going to, oh, I was going to do multiple colors, maybe not. Oh, let's see, silver or gold? Maybe gold. Oh, maybe silver. Oh goodness, I don't know, maybe red. Kind of a difficult one, isn't it? The silver might not really show up with the silver metal background. Decisions. I'm gonna go with the red. Go with some red shimmer. See what we're looking at. Red squeegee is around here somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Oh, I just found it. Yes, I stuck my hand into it. Oh, goodness. Okay, and I want to cover the registration marks with the chalk paste because this is going to tell me where to line up the second part of the transfer. And if I work quickly, I can use this transfer a few times before I clean it. And I'm not seeing the registration marks. This one will be interesting. And I missed the registration marks. Ah, I see them now. Well, I might have to redo that one. We'll see what happens. And let's see if I can do them this way. I don't want to touch my E yet. It might not be fully dry. Nah, I just went over that one. Okay. Time to demonstrate cleanup. A little spritz of water. Paper towel. Can't get much easier than that, can you? My registration marks really aren't showing up very well on this. I'm going to wait till it dries. Let's see. Let's see what I could do for the holly. Let me find another green. Worst comes to worst, I'll mix up a blue and a yellow. My green really needs to sit a bit and soften up. So, let's see what I can mix up. I didn't bring a tray over here to mix chalk paste up. Usually I have like a little artist tray or even like a little glass dish that I'll use. But I didn't intend on doing this, so I'm going to mix it right up on my mat. Sometimes you just have to improvise. What the heck, right? Let me mix up my yellow a little bit and see what color we make. I just need a teensy bit, so I have a feeling I'm mixing up too much here. Obviously, you never want to use a paper plate because, oh, I think I need a little bit more yellow there. Paper's porous, and you will find it will absorb the moisture from your paste. Okay, I think that's fine. Boy, do I have messy fingers. Okay, let me fuzz this holly leaf. And oops, I do have a registration mark there. Well, you know what? I'm going to do the holly leaf the way I want. Let's just do it here. Some of the prettiest leaves I've made were for a fall set of coasters, and blended some inks, and really found that it was very pretty. I want to make sure I do not go over the, press down over the holly leaf like I just did. Dang it. Okay, let's clean this up. Sometimes you want to have a hair dryer or a heat gun. Hair dryer on Cool works really well, so that you can dry your colors between applications, so you don't do what I just did. I don't like using it when I'm doing a live because it's so noisy. I'm lifting from the corner, but I'm not pulling yet. Okay. So I'm pulling from the side. Let's see if I can get one or two more apps out of this. And I think I'm out of green. Oddly enough, let me see if I could add a little water and stretch this out a little bit. Oops, I didn't realize I tipped over my yellow. Oh yes, this is too runny. And too yellow right now. So let's see. Nothing like chalky fingers. I truly am running out of applicators. This is getting a little crazy. Oops. There went the water. I'm going to let this sit for a little bit and dry out while I work on putting the layer over that bell. But first, let me clean my fingers up. So what do you think? Wouldn't this make a nice little holiday serving tray? Just remember to seal it with like a Krylon sealer. If you're not going to do that and you just want to put it up for display, you can do that. That would be fine. Just dry dust it. Do not get it wet, because obviously water will remove the chalk paste. Let me fuzz this and see if I can line it up. If I could eyeball it and line it up, this will be a good challenge. The registration marks make everything so much easier. I thought I had them. I must have erased them somewhere along the line. Well, let's see how this looks. A little bit of my black for an outline. Well, it went through the transfer nicely. Let's hope that it's aligned with the bell. It's a little off, but you know what? It's handmade. I'm not aiming for perfection. Let's see if I can get this one lined up. This might be a little harder for me to see. Okay, I'm taking this off screen so that I can get a better look at it. And try lining it up here. One of those things, do as I say, not as I do. I really need the registration marks on this one. And I'm having a tough time seeing through the transfer with the black on it. So, really guessing on it. We'll see. I've sure made a mess today. I don't think I've had as many chalks open at one time ever. Not too bad for being in the blind there. Now, is my green thick enough yet? Not quite, but close. I do have a smudge here that I need to clean up. Clean that up. Wouldn't this make a nice gift for a hostess during the holidays? And I didn't want to smear the black. Okay, I think I'm fine with that. Lay it down lightly. And let's see if I've got enough chalk made up here, my homemade green, to cover it. Hey, what do you think? I need to get the words out of the water bath and obviously do major cleanup here, but what do you think? Do you think I should outline or do maybe a shadow with the black? It's an idea. Comment. I really appreciate you watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, comment VIP at the bottom in the comment section and I will add you to my VIP group, or private message me the letters VIP and I will add you to my VIP group where there's more instructional videos, there's bundles, special pricing. There will be a game again this week before Christmas. So I hope to see you there. Have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful life. Thank you.